is. Should be all good now. Okay, I think we're good. Hopefully everything's good. I haven't really changed anything, so. Are we still using circle? Yes. Tanker implant, new game. Normal. Radar type 2. Okay, so Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty is the next one in the saga. And we're playing the Substance version of it on PlayStation 2 hardware.
The Hudson River, 2 years ago. We had classified intelligence that a new type of Metal Gear was scheduled for transport. The whole thing stank, but our noses have been out in the cold too long.
Main reason I picked this version. There's a lot of visual bugs and texture problems with the HD remake. And I just like playing the original versions of these games as much as possible, so obviously Substance has fixes from Sons of Liberty, so we went with that little middle ground thing, which is what we did with MGS3 too when we did MGS3 Subsistence, because it had the extra camera, didn't have a fixed camera angle. So here we go. One of the coolest intros in Metal Gear Solid, though, I'll give it that. Sorry if I sound like I'm sick again. It's allergies once again. Allergies have been going crazy lately. Stealth camo.
Boy, he's right on schedule. He'll know soon enough.
This is Snake. Do you read me, Otacon?
Loud and clear, Snake.
Kept you waiting, huh? I'm at the sneak point.
Everything going okay?
The stealth camo's busted. Landing impact.
We must have overused it. Sorry, but you're gonna have to deal with it. You're not in the military anymore.
Right. I didn't plan on relying on this gadget anyway.
The private sector's not so bad, is it? Privacy guaranteed.
I'm happy as long as no one gives me any more unwanted gifts.
You mean that thing with Naomi?
And I can't say I miss the chattering nanny.
Mei Ling's not so bad. That reminds me, I have to get in touch with her again about that new Natick flashware.
Diverting toys from the SSCEN again? Look, give her a message from me. Someone will find out, sooner or later. She's better off assuming it's sooner and quit while she's safe.
Too true.
Yep.
Okay, Snake, let's get to work. You know how the technical specs of Metal Gear were sold on the black market after Shadow Moses?
All Ocelot's doing.
Exactly. And now every state, group, and .com has its own version of Metal Gear.
Not exactly a classified weapon for today's nuclear powers.
This new one seems to have been designed to wipe the floor with all the other models. The only consistent description is that it's an amphibious, anti-Metal Gear vehicle.
That explains why this one is under Marine Corps jurisdiction.
Totally.
The mission objective is to make visual confirmation of the new Metal Gear being transported by that tanker and bring back photographic evidence. But I want you first to go up to the top level of the infrastructure, to the bridge. We need to find out where the tanker is headed.
A little reconnaissance, huh?
There's too much we don't know about this new prototype. Capabilities, deployment method. We don't even know how close it is to completion. If we know where the testing arena is, I can start to draw some reasonable conclusions.
All right, I'll head to the bridge ASAP.
Try to avoid confrontations. Our goal is to collect evidence on Metal Gear development and expose it to the world. It would be best if you could get out of there without alerting anyone.
Don't worry, I know the drill. We're not terrorists.
Very good. Don't you forget that you're part of Philanthropy now, an anti-Metal Gear organization and officially recognized by the UN.
Recognized, but still fringe, Otacon.
All right, let's look at your gear. Your weapon is a tranquilizer gun converted from a Beretta M92F.
M9.
It's a little hard to work with because you have to reload after each shot since the slide locks.
Better than scavenging at the mission site. Good suppressor, too.
The chemical stun will take effect in a few seconds and last for hours. You can take down an elephant with that thing. Check out the laser sighting, too. The effects of the anesthetic round will vary depending on what part of the body is hit. We're talking about a difference of tens of seconds between hitting limbs, chest, or head. As for the equipment... Hey, Snake! Cigarettes? What's wrong with you?
It's kind of a lucky charm.
You haven't read the Surgeon General's warning, have you? Here's the digital camera. Works almost the same way as your old one.
Pretty much.
They don't look armed.
Hey, Earth to Snake. These are nice, upstanding Marines, not terrorists. Don't get caught. You're in stealth mode here.
Sure, and if it comes to that, a little beauty sleep never hurt anyone. By the way, Otacon, are you sure of this intelligence?
Absolutely. Hacked it out of the Pentagon's classified files myself.
No traces?
Oh, please. I'm too good for that.
But this might be a trap. Remember, there's a price on our heads.
You're just being paranoid.
I hope so.
Nope.
Those men, you wouldn't think they were anything but civilians from here.
With all the ships passing on the river and in the harbor, putting uniformed Marines on the deck would be a bad idea. People can get a clear view of the water from Riverside, too.
True.
The water line is too high. According to the navigational plans, this ship should have discharged its cargo upriver.
It's in there, no doubt about it.
The military trains you to watch for threats from the stern on a boat. That's SOP for counter-terror ops, too. Security should be tighter.
You worry too much.
Where's the target?
Satellite surveillance is a major international pastime these days. I'd say the cargo holds, safely below the deck. Do you see the entrance to the holds?
Looks like there are a few entryways into the crew quarters.
Yep.
The chopper. What?
This ain't gonna be so easy.
Looks like We're not the only ones after Metal Gear tonight.
Is that a chopper I just heard?
Affirmative. Probably another cavalry.
My.
It's their game. Hijack?
They're probably targeting the ship's controls.
Otacon, how many men do you need to take over a tanker of this size?
The ship is run by a computer, so I'd say about 18 people.
AKS-74U.
Yep. Here we go.
Russians?
You sure?
No Marine barber touched that head of hair.
He takes out the Russian just to
I'm transmitting a photo. Let's get an ID on him ASAP.
I'm on it.
Looks like the tanker's theirs now. Ka-60 Kasatka.
Kasatka? Kamov chopper, right? Killer whale.
like our snake just knows everything from sound.
We need to get a fix on who they are.
Judging by their transport, aren't they some kind of military commandos?
Not necessarily. It could be the Ka-62, the civil model.
Look, Snake, all we need is the photographic evidence of Metal Gear. As long as we have those, we can put it online and blow the whole thing wide open. So no pyrotechnics, okay?
All right.
Oh, come
I'll do
on.
my best.
This isn't like Shadow Moses. Reach me if anything happens. The frequency's 141.12.
Is it not like Shadow Moses?
How can I check in and save my progress?
I'll do it. There's a frequency set aside for it. 140.96.
I don't know if I've ever
Sorry,
saved
but
during
no
the
mailing
tanker
this
section.
time. Call me on the codec when you want to save.
Got it.
I'll be waiting just past the
And he
Verrazano
does what he's
Bridge.
done.
You need to be off that ship by then.
I'll be in touch.
Okay. Here we go. What is aim? Is it O2? Oh no, it's R1, isn't it? It's just, yeah, okay. I remember. And we can ease off with that. Okay. Trying to remember the controls. It's a weird in between. This is like between MGS1 and MGS3. It's more like MGS3 though, which is good for me. How did that not? There we go. I was like, what? Okay. How'd you take damage? You fell like 1 foot. Not even. I'm not going for any dog tags or anything. We can do like a couple just for fun, but I'm not really gonna go crazy on that. Just FYI. Nice. Is there anything up here? I don't think so. I think it's just around the edge.
Snake, go through that door into...
Otacon, I know how ships work, thank you. Go inside the ship, Snake. Like, duh. Okay. There's a guard up ahead, right? If I remember. Yep. Okay. Nice. Been a while since I played this one too. I know I said that for like almost every game. Really, I only play Peace Walker and 3 a lot, I'd say. The rest of them, it's kind of iffy. Open the locker, Snake. Thank you. We want that chaff grenade. And there should be a ration over here, I think. I don't know if we can pick it up, though. We can't. Okay. Cool. It's just a security camera. I get it. I swear I'm pressing it. It's just not registering properly for whatever reason. That's okay though. We ain't in a rush. We're not trying to do this in a record time. We're just trying to do it. Good old chaff grenades. Remember those? Nice. I'm not sure how much of this we're going to play tonight. I'm thinking we'll just do to the end of the tanker section and maybe start riding story. And then from there we'll just end there. I don't like doing super long first episodes.
So it is the Kasaka. Russian choppers.
We'll see though. The graphics in this game hold up really good for the year that it came out. Right? It's actually surprising. Obviously they're not as good as MGS2, but you know, that's like end of that console's lifespan. Because MGS2 came out really close to the end of PS2, and then this one came out like almost launch title. I don't think it was a launch title, but it was really close.
Snake, did you find out where that ship is headed?
Looking at it. 35 degrees longitude, latitude around 58.
More than 500 miles off the coast of the Bermudas, out in the middle of the Atlantic. So the prototype is ready for solo testing. It's basically combat worthy. That area is outside the Second Fleet's operational range, too. It must be a standalone Marine Corps project, which means this prototype Metal Gear must be designed for independent deployment, without any naval assistance. Anyway, analysis can wait till later. Snake, you need to go down to the holds and locate the actual metal...
Oh, here we go. That was the most like generic from Snake I think I've ever heard. It's so weird because when you get to the later games, his voice gets so gravelly compared to the way it was in, like, say, these first two. Especially the first one. He barely has any graveliness to his voice. But I guess when it gets to 4, he's old, so it's supposed to be gravelly.
Shashka has landed. I'm on my way to the tanker holds. Report your status.
Control room, communications, and engine room are under control. All entry and exit points to the tanker hold secured. Infrared sensors placed and operational.
Good work. Are the explosives in place?
Yes, they are all planted.
Listen, once we have what we came for, the tanker will be scuttled.
And the vehicle's pilot.
He's the only one who underwent the VR training. No one else can do it.
Are you sure you can trust him?
Your part in the mission is complete. You
Good
are to
question.
leave at once.
No, it's not over yet.
I can see the moon, even in this storm, pale as death. I have a bad feeling about this mission. You swore this to me, that you would leave the unit once the mission was complete. Do not worry, this is a country of liberty.
No, this is where I belong, with the unit. I have nowhere else to go. Father, I want to stay and fight.
There is no choice to make here, Olga. Need I remind you that you are carrying my grandchild? You will be on the helicopter out of here now.
Damn it.
Freeze!
Here we go.
Hands over your head, now!
First boss. Already.
Toss your gun overboard, slowly. A woman. Show your face.
You men, you're all the same.
Who are you?
We are nomads, wanderers.
I said don't move.
Americans, so you shoot women too.
I'm a nomad too. What else do you have there? Take the knife and toss it. Not there. Toss it overboard. Hold that position. Now, turn around.
You know what you're doing. It stopped raining. Not too shabby, is it? New York, I mean.
Alright, the slow motion stuff. It's part of the reason I didn't do Twin Snakes instead of the original Metal Gear, by the way. There's a lot of these like, really cheesy slow motion shots.
And that brings our tour to its conclusion.
Scout knife with a surprise. You a Spetsnaz?
I think you deserve a little credit. No one's ever dodged that shot of mine. But no one gets lucky twice, either.
Yes, they do, because I want that gun. Okay. Ready? Whoa. This is really weird. Okay. Very touchy. I'm not used to it.
I've been with the unit since I was born. I grew up on the battlefield. Conflict and victory were my parents.
Good note.
The unit is my life, my family.
Ow.
We've shared everything, all the bad and
So
all
I'm
the good.
trying to shoot, and it's just like,
I have no one, nothing except
it's
the
like,
unit.
nah,
Nothing else matters to me.
bro. There we go.
Whoever you are, you're not stopping us.
I think I might have a broken controller. Maybe not though. Maybe I just suck. That's also entirely possible. Fancy. Them lighting effects. Might as well. That's a nice shot, actually. That was a legitimate nice shot. Like 2 more shots. Where are you going to? I forgot I could lean up from under cover. Forgot that was a thing. There we go. It's this random pregnant woman. We just like shot her with like 10 tranquilizer darts. Way to go, Snake. USP. Nice. Snake's pumped. We're not going to be using that. I'm going to try to do as much non-lethal as possible. But if we have to go lethal for some sections, we will. Seeing as how we have the option in this game, we might as well take it, you know?
Cypher. Otacon, the ship appears to be under their control. The men have Russian gear, but I haven't been able to find out anything else about their origin.
I know who they are.
You do?
We've ID'd the old man,
Who is he?
Sergei Gerlukovich.
Gerlukovich, one of Ocelot's allies.
Yeah, we heard about him and Dan.
Yeah, the GRU colonel. He's the one Ocelot was supposed to meet up with after Shadow Moses.
They're after Metal Gear.
Everything's changed. This is not going to be as simple as we thought.
You could say that. I saw a surveillance remote just now. It looked like the Cypher.
A Marine Cypher T?
No, Army.
Yep.
First the Marines, then the Russians, now the Army?
You're right. This isn't gonna be simple.
Snake,
I like that you can do
There's
stuff in
something
the,
I have
in
to
the
tell
Coda
you.
calls in case you get bored.
we didn't dig up this info about the new Metal Gear on our own. Not like usual.
How did you find out then?
It was a tip. An anonymous tip.
Anonymous? You've never trusted those. Why would you start now?
Yeah.
I have a younger sister, a stepsister. We have different parents. I only knew her for 2 years.
You've never mentioned her before. So?
The sender of the tip was EE.
E.E.?
Her name is Emma, but I always call her EE.
Emma? Emmerich?
Yeah, it just caught my eye, you know? I figured it was a coincidence, but I couldn't get it out of my mind. There's really no one out there who knows about her.
When was the last time you saw her?
Over 10 years ago.
You think it's a trap? To lure us out here?
I don't know. After I got the tip, I did break into the Pentagon system to get confirmation.
Okay.
Watch your back, Snake. Maybe I screwed up.
I've got a light-equipped USP. I can take them on now. There's no ammo, but it takes a 9mm, just like the Marines' M9. I'll find those somewhere around here.
Don't raise too much racket with that thing.
I hear you.
I'll try not to blow shit up. How do you pick up bodies? Square? We can get her dog tag. It's a ration to cover the one that we used. I would have preferred not to use any, but you know. What do you do, really? Okay, well we gotta go back inside after, but we do need to go up here, because there is something up here? I don't remember what's up here, but I remember something. There's a cardboard box down on the front deck. If I remember correctly. I haven't played this game a lot myself. I've only beaten it once. But a friend I grew up with used to love Metal Gear like almost as much, if not more than me at the time, I guess. And man, used to play this one all the time. And the first one, so I'd watch it a lot. And I've kind of stopped being friends with that person around Metal Gear Solid 3, so I guess that's when it changed, when I just started playing, because I kind of like watching people play video games almost as much as I like playing them, you know? Good night. This game does play so much nicer than the first game, though. Like, it's such a upgrade. Yeah, so now you can get multiple different kinds of boxes for different areas of the game. Yeah. Okay. Found the AP sensor. Can help us out a little bit. There should be some USP ammo in here, too. I don't know if it's that my controller is broken, or if it's that, like, I'm just not used to having to press as hard on these, like, on these pressure-sensitive buttons. Because, like, more modern controllers is probably a lot easier. Okay. Well, we got USB anyway. We don't have to use it, but we do have it. Can attach a suppressor. We don't have one right now, though, so we're not gonna. Now, these guards should be awake again. I think. Can I take this guy out from, like, right here? Yep. Okay. Makes it a lot easier. Pick up the bullet snake. I don't think items respawn in this. I'm pretty sure they don't. Oh, the physical items is crazy, right? God, chaff grenades last a long time in this game. Compared to the first game. So he just comes to the door and turns around, right? I'm not crazy. How did that not work?
Enemy sight.
No enemy sighted. Be good. It's okay. I was gonna try and do this but no alerts, but so much for that, hey. I mean, I still went better than I thought it would, but
It was nothing. All clear.
I like that the guards kind of have like personality traits now, like they sleepy or listening to music. You'll see what I mean.
Freeze.
I don't remember if he looks over this corner. I don't think he does. Hopefully not. Cool. Hey, yo, what's up? Sorry, I didn't notice your message right away. My bad. Good night. Luckily, these guards cannot look up. Could be holding these guys up, I suppose, if I really wanted to. How do I... Yeah, there it is. Nice. These were the stinky guys, right? These were stinky boys.
Freeze.
Huh? What are you?
Oh, you're the one I gotta shoot in the hand, right? Or one of them.
Freeze.
Would you shoot?
Absolutely. I don't remember where I'm supposed to go. It's over here? Yeah. Yeah. Nice. The level design for this first level is really good. That butt, though.
Raven.
No, they're obsessed. I guess if you're gonna be staring at snakes behind for most of the game. Yeah, it's like a little Easter egg thing they put in for Vulcan Raven. It's like a figurine. He's pretty cool. Snake. Oh my god, bro. Trying to climb up. Am I pressing the wrong button? What's wrong with me? I don't know. I wasn't. It just wasn't working. Yeah, I think if you shoot him, he'll do stuff. That's so cool. I love that. Oh my gosh. A dead body on this boat? Is that actually supposed to be shocking? I don't know. This guy here. He didn't do anything. Besides fall asleep. He wanted to go to sleep, so I put him right to sleep. Can I get this guy from here? Making it easier on myself. So glad they can't look up. There's nothing over here, right? No items, I don't think. All the guards in this first level are like super sleepy. I guess it's supposed to be kind of like a training level to a certain degree, so kind of makes sense.
Freeze.
Huh?
No? You're not gonna give me nothing? Can I like shoot his hand with this? Does that work? No, it just puts him to sleep. Well, good night. I don't really care about dog tags anyways. I'm just doing it for fun. For funsies. I thought there was someone else down here. Am I crazy? Guess so. Oh, there's M9 bullets back there. Should go get those. Make him dance and reveal his secrets. Yeah. Legitimately, though. Oh, I forgot about this lad. Not the best shot, but that's fine. See, I'm gonna have full ammo with USP because I never use it. Not very often, anyway. Grenades. And where does the guy put to sleep? I think it is, right? There's the one guy that's in the middle there somewhere. But we don't care about him.
Repair of the entranceway to the engine room on the port side is complete. We'll return to position following patrol in the small room on the port side.
Nah. Nah. Okay.
Snake, wait! Don't move!
I see it. Some kind of device on both sides of the hall. Infrared sensors?
Right, and they're linked to...
Let me guess. Semtex.
Exactly. Plastic explosives.
So this is what they were talking about.
Indeed.
Looks like it. If you trip the sensors...
I'll be sleeping with the fishes, along with this entire ship.
That sounds about right.
I'm not in the mood to go sleep with the fishes, but there are too many sensors. Looks like I'll have to find another way.
No need to worry. There's a way through.
Just shoot thingies.
Take a close look. Do you see the thing with blinking green lights right next to the explosives? That's the control unit for the sensors. Destroy that, and the sensors stop functioning. You can't get in close enough to touch it, so you'll have to shoot it out. But the M9's knockout rounds won't work. The USP you picked up should do the trick. Use that gun.
What's the plan? I was like already in the middle of doing it when you rudely interrupted me, Otacon. The first one's above, isn't it? I think. Yeah, right there. I was like, I kind of remember some of this, but not all of it. Where's the last one? I think it's over in the corner, right? Yeah, yep, right there. Pew! Back to the M9. Doing good so far. We got one alert. That was a stupid alert, too. But I'll take it. It's my own fault.
Verrazano Bridge checkpoint passed.
Let's grab all
All
these items.
non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes' time for the scheduled briefing session with the Commandant. You are ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
Probably just gonna go until we finish tanker section, and we'll start riding section, but we'll probably end after like the cutscenes and whatnot, just to get like a good amount of the story in. I can't stream for a whole long time tonight, anyways. Oh, here comes iPod man. I mean, I always feel bad shooting this guy because he's just jamming, you know. He don't even want to be here. He just wants to listen to whatever the hell he's listening to. Nothing to report. So much USB ammo. I don't need USB ammo. What is this? This is M9 ammo, right? Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I never even noticed that door before. Oddly enough. Oh, this is the shootout thing, isn't it? Well, I guess we'll try and do this non-lethal too. I know there's a shootout thing coming up. USP. Rations. How's my health? Eh. Might as well. I don't know if I could backtrack and get that after this part. Whatever. I feel like I know this part of the game like fairly well, but the rest of the game I'm gonna be clueless. I barely remember any of it. I remember the story, but I don't remember the gameplay necessarily.
Colonel, we have sealed the stern hatch. The lift is also under our control. Sir, the Marine Commander has started his speech already. All communications to the halls have been severed. No one is aware of our presence.
I'm the only person I always thought the Spetsnaz soldiers in this game were like one of the coolest looking soldier groups in all the games.
Yes, sir.
My daughter, keep her safe.
Yes, sir.
You're counting on these guys to keep Olga safe? Don't know much about your daughter, do you?
Who goes there?
I didn't even make a noise. It's so stupid that they can hear you. We can do our duck and cover thing. God, it's so hard to see the laser. That's what I get.
Aim for the light.
Oh no, not the lights. How'd I miss you? There's just one left, right? Ow, I thought that was a stun grenade. Why am I stupid? Not like our rations carry over anyway. So stupid. Bro, will you go down? I've shot you like 4 times now. Thank you. Appreciate it. So much more personality than MGS1. They definitely do way more than MGS1. I think that was like a huge thing, and then they carried that over to like MGS3 too. And like MGS3, all the characters have personality, not just the soldiers. Like even your codec calls are so much better. MGS3 probably has the best codec calls, honestly. Bro, you wouldn't. There we go. I don't really care. We only got to go past the Marines next anyway, and that's it. That was scuffed though. There's one guard though that's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna leave him in there. He's like, I don't get paid enough for this.
Who goes there?
Everyone's favorite character. He's pretty cool in this game too. He's cool in every game.
Oh, Shalashaska. Why are you here? We thought you were with the Colonel. What the?
He has business to attend to, sir.
The
Colonel will be joining you soon, comrade.
Good old Ocelot.
Snake, are you in yet? Have you made it to the holds?
It's taking longer than I expected. We've already passed the Verrazano Bridge.
All right, we'll use another recovery point.
They may be planning to change course.
What?
The exits to the deck are all sealed.
What are they planning?
If they get Metal Gear, we're going right off the fringe.
Yep.
You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses.
The men down here are definitely Marines.
The current state of nuclear...
If the deck is sealed off, they have no way of knowing that the ship's been taken over.
I'm not interested in fighting these guys. The weapons won't do me much good here.
Can you see Metal Gear?
No. I'll have to go around to the bow. They have some serious defenses here. I doubt the recent arrivals want to blast their way through the Marines either.
Wonder where they're headed?
I don't know. Not the beach, that's for sure.
You sure? Not the beach, that's for sure.
Okay, Snake. Let's go over this one more time. Use this camera to get photographic evidence of the Metal Gear prototype.
Yeah, yeah.
Now do your thing and take pictures that speak louder than the government's plausible
One center
denials.
front, one right front,
We
one
need
left
4
front,
shots.
one back of the logo.
Metal Gear from the front, front right, and front left, and a close-up of the Marine Corps marking.
Marking?
There should be a Marine's insignia on the body of Metal Gear.
You have a video of it. Why do you need
Just let someone
photos?
try explaining away a clear shot of that.
I know, it's not really technically there.
All
but
right.
There's
just funny to
actually
me.
one little thing.
Just spit it out. I'm used to things going wrong.
It looks like someone's monitoring our transmission.
Who?
I don't have a clue. All they're doing is watching. It would creep me out less if they tried to interfere with our communications.
Yeah.
Could it have something to do with that cipher we saw?
Maybe. I've switched the encryption protocol for our burst transmission for now. What I want to do is use a different method for sending these photos, just in case.
Instead of using the codec?
Exactly. There's a workstation in the southeast corner of the block where Metal Gear is housed. I've made arrangements so that you can send the pictures from the machine.
Arrangements?
I hitched a ride on Link 16 into U.S. military's proprietary network. Managed to get into that workstation and overwrote a part of the system software so I could remote install a little app I wrote.
Why bother with anything that complicated?
No, it's pretty simple, really. Look, all you have to do is stand in front of the machine and push the action button. The app will automatically launch and download the image data from the camera, split the files, and encrypt them individually. The data packets can then masquerade as...
Okay. So all I have to do is push the action button in front of the computer once I have the pictures, right?
Well, sure, if you put it that way. And one more thing. The Commandant's already begun his speech, but you need to get the pictures before he's done talking. Otherwise, they'll spot you, okay?
How much time do I have?
I hacked into his personal files and took a look at the text of that speech. I'd say you have 7 more minutes. Longer if he throws in a joke or two.
A 7-minute time limit, huh?
Remember, Snake, just the photos, okay?
With these kinds of odds, I won't be making any sudden moves. But that doesn't mean we can just let Metal Gear be hijacked.
Okay, but first the photos.
All right, we'll deal with the rest when we get there.
Stay low.
Yes. Okay.
We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to the
I don't know how I did so bad in that section, but whatever.
pirated weapons forces.
It matters not.
The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of
I'm just
course,
bleeding
another
everywhere.
Metal Gear.
Is of course another Metal Gear.
With
I forgot there's a time limit on this section because every time I play it, I just go through it and don't even really think about it, I guess.
Are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish this.
Oh, right, I gotta go under
At
this.
the moment, every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear.
The amount of times that I've gotten caught just because of that stupid projector, I swear. It is stupid.
They're all working on deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with
think
the
it's this
US's
one, right?
nuclear strike capability. The world is about to see a swarm of these
There's a lot of people that play this game that don't even know that you can do these vents. They just go around the top. And the vents are like so much quicker. You don't have to worry about the guards like barely at all. There's one part where you do, but that's about it. I don't think it's here. I think it's on the next one.
It is a fact that players in favor of such a policy are attempting to derail our own raid project. But I promise you that they will not succeed. This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear force will think twice about their nuclear strategy in the light of the military dominance spelled out by raid.
United States.
The shift in the balance of power will mean a new world order. Some say that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of raid. The opposition.
Okay, I didn't need a cutscene showing me that they're going to change things. I'm good.
There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass,
And they all turn, right?
especially those with submarine and air backgrounds.
It's a cool idea, though. It is a cool idea for like a little stealth section. It's very intimidating, like the first time you do it, and then once you know how mechanics work, you're kind of like, ah.
Always bear that in mind.
Indeed, sir.
You must be tense. Let's do a little stretching, shall we? Right.
I remember the first time I played this, I got by. There's like one section where he just like does like a drill with them, and he's like, "Oh man." Well,
Forget about it.
Right.
there's like a section where he gives him like a little drill, and it's like, "Oh, intruder to the left, intruder to the right," or whatever. But when he says it the first time, it like really gets you sometimes. The first time it got me. Now this vent should just take us straight to the last room, right? If I remember correctly. Easy peasy. Let's get our camera ready.
Metal Gear Raid is amphibious, unlike the Army's Rex, which recruits deep underwater. Move in undetected and make its landing on any shoreline. You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses incident during the Sears administration. The current state of nuclear proliferation is a direct result of that event.
One of the coolest looking Metal Gears, in my opinion. Good old
Metal
Ray.
Gear.
Its onboard Joint Tactical Information Distribution System identifies targets with unerring accuracy and takes them out with massive firepower.
Indeed.
It's the ultimate weapon, and it is yours to guard.
Metal Gear.
Think about what that means. The National Missile Defense Program was initiated in the end of the 20th century, projected to completion in 2005. However,
Okay. I'm the ladder, Snake. You don't need to lean up against the ladder, bro. Another sleepy guard over here, if I remember correctly.
There was no
take him out from here? No.
site, and the program was already attracting
What happens if you just knock out the Marine
China
commander?
for
Like,
potential violation of
I
the
never even tried that before.
Anti-Ballistic Missile Agreement. The fact that any development in missile defense would trigger accelerated weapons development has been pointed out from the very
okay, I'm not
beginning.
really at a good angle here. Actually,
President Sears forced the NMD proposal through and succeeded in deploying the program. Some say that the military
there's one.
with plans for the $100 billion program budget that actually arranged the legislative approval.
You guys don't mind me.
President Sears did also act towards reducing the nuclear stockpile while while nurturing the NMD concept. It was he who lowered
I like how the Marine Commander doesn't see me just wandering around.
weapons in order to bring Russia to approving a revision to the ABM treaty. Everyone believed the world was headed for the end of the arms race when Shadow Moses.
That should be it, right? Pit pat, pit pat. Oh my. I like how it's like clearly like a DOS computer or something. And then he puts this operating system on it that's like crazy more advanced. Police knots. Little references, I love it. Yo.
So, any codec moments from you, Snake?
That's
The
good.
first image is...
All you kids don't get that reference.
This is great. The Marines lettering shows up really well.
Yeah, it does. I know. I'm an amazing photographer. Thank you.
Okay, what am I seeing now? Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
The shot from the right is in the bag.
Thank you. Got it.
What's next?
Front.
Okay, this works. It's a great front view.
It's a little bit to the right, but...
The next image is... You're a pretty good photographer. We can definitely use this left shot.
Totally not a graphic designer.
Okay, now we have all the photos. Snake, the speech is about to wind up. Forget the photos and get out of there now.
Too late. Too late.
We, the Marines, will lead the charge into a new world order with Metal Gear Ray. That is all. Dismissed.
Ray is so cool. I love Metal Gear Ray. Can't wait till 4. Metal Gear 4 after that. Y'all in trouble now.
Excellent speech, my friend.
Who the?
Gift of the silver tongue. They say it's the mark of a good officer.
You
End
know.
of a liar. Americans are too in love with the sound of their own voice to speak the truth.
Identify yourself.
I am Shalashaska, also called Revolver Ocelot.
Right?
What do you want?
This machine will be quite useful.
What are you planning to do? Steal this thing?
Steal? No, I'm taking it back.
Snake's like, fuck. Not again.
Gerlukovich.
Yep.
Nobody move. Understood?
Like the cameraman is just like, better get this on video.
This ship now carries enough Simtex on its key structural points to blow it out of the water at the touch of this button. That's right. No one has to die needlessly. We're almost at the target. Get a move on.
What do you intend to do with Ray? Sell it on the streets?
I was raised in Snezinsk, formerly known as Chelyabinsk 70, the nuclear research outpost.
What are you talking about?
After the Cold War ended, my home was bought out by the Americans.
Is there a point to this sad story?
Now you would understand. Land, friends, dignity, all sold to the highest bidder, the United States of America. Even the technology that gave birth to these weapons is Russian, developed by us.
What do you intend to do?
Brandon.
Russia will rise again. And Ray is the key.
I regret to inform you that I have no intention of selling Metal Gear. As I said, I came to take it back. Yes, returned to the Patriots.
The Lale Lule Lo? How's that possible?
Ocelot, have you sold us out?
I was never in your employ, Kurlukovich.
Are you still in league with Solidus?
No hard feelings, Colonel. Mother Russia can rot for all I care.
Since when, Ocelot? When did you turn?
I'm glad you noticed,
It's just
comrade.
like the beginning.
I abandoned her
Yeah.
during the Cold War.
It's like forever.
Ah!
Metal Gear only has room for one. Kurlukovich, you and your daughter will die here.
Damn you!
Everyone has to have a cool coat throw. Bro, his name is Revolver Ocelot. You're really gonna try and pull a gun on him? Just saying. He's a soldier from the Cold War. He's been around for that long. Because when does this game take place? Like 2005, 2007 or
Looks
something?
like you were long overdue for retirement.
Traitorous dog.
Story, I mean. Yeah, really though. He's like on a different side every game. I know this game came out before MGS3, but what I wouldn't give for him to do like his meow thing in like this scene where he's like such a badass. He'd just be like meow. I would die. It'd be so good. It's such a weird thing to add into 3.
Show's over. If you wish to live, I suggest you run now. This ship is still in the lower New York harbor. You may yet make it to shore if you swim for your life.
They're swimming. I know, I love it. It's so dumb, but I love it for whatever reason. That's why I'm like, I wish that it was like in this game. It would make it so funny. If that was like his final statement before he like blew up the ship.
Don't let him get away!
Part of the reason I decided to play the PS2 version is a lot of the effects are not in the HD remasters. believe it or not. Even the newest ones. Yeah. It's like... yeah.
It's been a while, brother.
Who are you?
You know who I am.
Liquid?
Not so young anymore, eh, Snake?
Apparently when they did it for the remaster for
You're
360 and
drowning in
PS3,
time. I know what it's like, brother.
a lot of like the water effects are missing.
No wonder Naomi passed you over for the
Snake's
false
laser, when
start
you see him
program.
pointing his gun, is missing. The texture is missing. And like when they do the shot of the soldiers that are dead underwater and stuff, it's tinted blue in this, and it has like a underwater textured color, and it's not in the remake either, or the remasters. Yeah, me too. It's kind of a weird plot point with Liquid's arm because like
The price of physical prodigy. Few more years and you'll be another dead clone of the old man. Our raw materials are vintage.
they try to play it off in the next
Big
game,
Boss
you know what
was
I
in
mean?
his late 50s when they created his copies.
But like you hear his voice in this game, so.
But I live on through this arm.
Yeah, like his laser pointer on his gun there, that's not in the remastered one. It's just like they forgot to texture it. I think in the newest ones they have out now, they did a patch to fix that, but because they're just ports of the older HD remasters, there's a lot of still missing things. I like playing the games on original hardware anyways, because a lot of the times with remasters, a lot of things get messed up, unfortunately. That jump though. Or that was like an anime jump. Nano machines, yeah. Ray is so cool. I don't even care. I love Metal Gear Ray. I guess Ray and Zone of the Enders were kind of designed around the same time, so they kind of take inspiration from each other. I always find the aesthetics of this game, like MGS2 and MGS4, are really similar to like aesthetics that are in Ghost in the Shell, which is really cool. If you've ever seen Ghost in the Shell.
You're going down, Snake, with this tanker!
What did he think they just watched like a whole friggin' PowerPoint presentation on why this Metal Gear is unstoppable, and this dude is pulling out a handgun. Like, my favorite Metal Gear is 3. It's between 3 and Peace Walker, but probably 3. Yeah, Rex is still really cool. I like Sahelanthropus a lot too, because it's got Rex's design pretty much, but a lot more maneuverable. Mech? Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking Ray right now because Ray looks really cool, but probably not in the grand scheme of things. I do like Peace Walker a lot. I always thought it was cool that Peace Walker could be bipedal and four-legged. I always thought that was really cool, how it could switch. I have a figure of Peace Walker. I love it. I mean, I love Peace Walker so much I built it in my Minecraft world, so I guess that would do it, right? Yeah, the electric whip for Sahelanthropus is pretty cool, too. I found my thing with Sahelanthropus and MGS5 is that it seems like it's too advanced for the 80s, considering that Rex is like just 2 Metal Gears before Rex comes out, and Rex is like a kind of not as good version, I guess. I mean, it is, but it isn't. I like all of them, really. I like the different designs. I like the whole, you know, watching them progress and these different styles of Metal Gear are really interesting to me. Yeah. Like, if it was like Rex, but, like, not as advanced as Rex or something, that would have been kind of cool. But where it seems like it's way more maneuverable and way larger, like, it just seems weird. It's a very intimidating Metal Gear when you're playing it, though. I feel like if they remade Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 into actual, like, 3D modern games, the Metal Gears in those would be pretty cool to see, too, actually.
No problems. Proceeding as planned, sir.
The idea of an amphibious Metal Gear is kind of terrifying. I mean, Ray's basically the most advanced one, I guess. Technically. Unless you want to get into, like, Metal Gear
the
Rising.
location we discussed. Yes, I have photographic evidence of Snake on the scene. The cipher was most useful. I look forward to tomorrow morning's newsflash. I would say the Marine Corps' plans are on indefinite hold. Yes, of course, Mr. President.
Mr. President. I don't think a lot of people nowadays realize how or remember how much of, like, a legitimate surprise it was that we weren't going to be playing through Snake for the whole game. When this came out originally, I mean. It got added to a lot of why a lot of people didn't like this game. I'm not, this is my least favorite Metal Gear game probably, but not because of Raiden or anything like that. I just don't find it as interesting as the other ones after the tanker section. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of the thing when, like, this all happens and then, like, you know,
Snake, do you
you're just kind of like,
of that tanker 2 years ago?
It's a bit too meta.
Course. Terrorists blow a hole in an oil tanker full of crude barely 20 miles off the shore of Manhattan. Your classic nightmare. It didn't take long for the government to put an oil fence around the whole mess. And then that massive offshore cleanup facility went up inside.
The big shell. I hear the cleanup isn't quite over yet.
It takes time. But in the meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection.
I do like that Snake uses the disguise of Pliskin in a reference to Escape from New York and Escape from LA. Thought that was really cool.
Do we have an idea?
That's where he got his character from to begin with anyway, I guess.
Terrorist training squad Dead Cell. Russian private army members may also be involved. It's a highly trained group and they have the big shell under complete control.
The thing about it being a simulated training thing, I think that's probably definitely adds to why I'm not a big fan of it too, realistically. It's like when you watch one of those movies and then at the end of the movie they're like, it's all a dream. You're just like, oh, that's lame. You know what I mean? It kind of just, it takes it down a notch a little bit. You're kind of like, oh, well.
What are their demands?
$30 billion.
$30 billion? What makes them think they can get that much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on at the Big Shell that day.
Hostages, huh?
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government. The most important person in a sense.
The most important person?
James Johnson.
The president?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the Big Shell out of the water.
And the crude will ignite, turning the Manhattan Harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst-case scenario. If the chlorides being used to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released. In other words, the bay's ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for centuries, becoming the worst environmental disaster in history.
Yeah. I think a lot of people grew to like
You
this
have
game over the years
mission
more.
objectives. 1. Infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility.
Maybe I'll like it more after I play through it this time. Maybe not. I don't know.
2. Disarm the
It's another one I haven't really went back to. Not a whole lot, and if I did, it was probably just do the tanker section and then stop playing. In all honesty.
You should know that SEAL Team 10 is also conducting a rescue operation.
Is this a joint effort?
No. Foxhound remains a covert body. Don't alert them to your presence. That is an order.
This is Snake. I'm now inside Strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
We're in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
The lights on the plant struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
Any problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence.
That's fair.
There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
They landed on the roof of the big shell as planned. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration and VR training.
I've completed 300 missions in VR. I feel like some kind of legendary mercenary.
Okay, we'll skip that part. Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to,
it's kind of the point of a stealth mission, bro.
The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to reach you, contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
All right. I'll contact you if anything changes.
First, make your way to the upper section of the big shell.
How do I get up to the next level?
There's an elevator at the far end of that area. Use that.
Sounds good.
Sounds familiar.
Your new sneaking suit uses electrofiber technology, a byproduct of fiber optics research. The texture isn't far removed from rubber, but the material protects against a wide range of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors.
The mask is pretty cool.
As smart
I'll give it
skin in
that.
military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body, including blood loss, is exchanged between the suit and the intravenous nanomachines to create a feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Relax. The suit applies varying pressure to major internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions. They call this the skull suit.
He starts complaining after
Skull
gets in.
suit seems appropriate somehow.
My torso. Oh, Raiden.
The hatch with a circular handle will open into the elevator area. Locate the hatch first.
Copy that. Moving on to main mission objectives.
Ooh. A lot of cutscenes in this game, too. Not as many as MGS4, thank God. MGS4 is brutal for cutscenes. Like 100%. Step on some bugs. I like all the little details in this game. In all these games, I guess, but... Is there anything I can pick up here? I don't think so. Is there anything in there? I don't remember. Imagine if we had to play through a game with like this mask like this all the time. There's probably just a place to hide. There's probably nothing that I can actually do. Maybe though. I don't know. I don't remember if there's items here or not. Okay, this just goes out through that door, right? Oh, it doesn't at all. Okay. They won't let me do that. They're like, nah. Nah, bro. Oh, there's a ration. I'm not crazy. I knew there was something. I'm like, there's an item here somewhere. I know it. I can smell it. My riding nose can smell it. So we're probably just going to play through like a little bit of this and then I'm going to end stream after that. I don't want to get too far into it. There's another ration. How many can we hold? 3? 4? 5. Fancy. Fancy ride. What? Where is the camera looking to? Metal Gear Rising? It's good. It's a good game, but like it's not really a Metal Gear game. I don't know.
Colonel, I've sighted an enemy sentry.
I do own it.
94 and a Makarov.
On Steam and for 360.
All his equipment is Russian-made.
Must be a Gerlukovich man.
Gerlukovich?
It's quite silly. It's quite a
Russian
silly
private army
game.
that was in line to work with the Shadow Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
What's their stake in this one?
They must have made a deal, an arrangement with the terrorists.
Raiden's a weird character because it's like
an army without a country.
nobody liked him because of how cheesy he was in this game. Like he's such a cheesy character. And then when the next game comes out, like they put him in and they make him a total badass just to like make up for him being so cheesy. But like they almost go too far with it that he becomes cheesy in the opposite direction because he's so action hero-y. I don't know, it's weird. It is fun, yeah. It's fun if you're just like going through the game and just doing whatever. I do miss the like old trailers of it where like when they first announced it and you had like all this like it was more of a slower kind of combat. It looked a lot better when it was like that.
Me.
That's not a possibility.
Not a team. Looks like a solo job.
One man.
We may not know who he
One
is,
man.
but he managed to take care of every sentry in the area.
That he did.
They're all out cold. Whoever he is, he's got some skills.
We need to get an ID.
Yeah, there were some cool
But
villains
for, now,
for sure.
You can take advantage of the situation and get to work.
Yeah.
There's a terminal in front of the elevator. A node.
Did you say nerd?
Not nerd. Node.
Not sure how I feel about
Use
that.
the node.
I like how you can do
gain
that.
access to the Big Shell's facilities network.
Then what?
Pull up the map of the structure. That'll let you activate the Soliton
Yeah,
radar.
it's a hack and slash game, right? It's a completely different genre,
That
really.
radar
So
came in useful during
it's good for what it
VR.
is. What I'm saying, in that genre, it's a good
radar
game.
system. Uses
But as a Metal Gear
biological
game, it's like,
magnetic
you know,
fields as input. These estimated enemy positions are projected on.
it's one of the games I'm thinking about playing after we
reference
finish
points
Metal Gear.
collected via GPS
full
signals
series.
and field
That one and
personnel
Portable Ops are the
reports.
two that are
We need to get to the map
pseudo
through the
canon.
Big
They're kind of
Shell's
canon. They're
node
kind of not
to put
canon.
this
So
data processing to practical use. The node unit is about 3 feet high. Should be colored blue. Each area has at least one.
How do I gain access?
press
Just
the
push
action
the action
button.
button in front of the node. The nanomachines in your body will take care of the security clearance and allow you access to the node. Complete the procedure before those sentries gain consciousness.
Indeed.
If they spot you, you won't be able to gain access for a while. Stay on guard.
Got it.
Okay. We'll go a little bit farther. The music in this game is quite good. I'll give it that too. Bro. I'm like, what's the action button? I thought it was triangle, and then it didn't work. Seems a bit much to get a map, but you know. What do I know? On metal? I've heard of it, yes. Do-do-do. 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 Oh, it ends over here. What an odd keyboard. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Enter. Yo. Do-do-do. You know what? I'm just gonna keep it 1970. That's when I was born. Totally. I have no idea. Let me see. Where are you at? Okay. Oh my. Exits should be good. We can change all that after anyway.
Good work, Raiden.
If I need
the
to.
The radar should be functioning now?
Remember your VR training sessions. The tool is exactly the same one. It maps the terrain as well as the position of enemy personnel. The bright dot in the middle is you, Raiden. The red dots are your enemies.
Is
and
you,
the blue
Raiden.
cone shape
The way he said
represents
that.
their field of vision. Your
From
radar
point to
isn't
radar,
affected by the
Headlander.
weather.
I'll
But
try
if you're
it.
discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it. It gets jammed easily, I'm afraid. It's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
Fair.
The Big Shell's layout map should now be available after touching the Start button.
How do I save the mission data?
I've set aside a proprietary frequency for saves, and an analyst to work on the data too.
Jack, is everything all right?
What are you doing here?
Jack, can you hear me?
Rose, you're not supposed to be involved. What's going on?
Jack, I'm a part of this mission.
Colonel, what the hell is going on?
Raiden, meet the mission analyst. She'll be overseeing the data saving and
Meet
support.
her.
Why her?
The Foxhound analyst that was supposed to take part in this mission was in
Yeah,
an
right.
accident.
That's you,
Rosemary
Raiden.
was
It's just
brought
the way
in
that
as
he said it. It
replacement.
sounded like it was inserted.
And according to the files,
It's like, that's you,
she knows
Raiden.
better
It's
than
almost like
anybody
says it
else.
before he finishes the
Rose
sentence.
may be in the service, but an intelligence
Makes sense, I
analyst
guess.
is no field officer.
Not to worry. She has our technical staff at her disposal.
She's never been a part of a field mission. This is insane.
I have my own reasons for selecting her for this mission, soldier.
Colonel, I fail to see...
I know your VR training performance in and out, but sometimes that's not enough. You're familiar with the Shadow Moses incident?
You know I covered it in VR.
If there's a crucial tactical detail that case taught us, it was the power of the operative's will to survive.
I was trained to fight. My personal feelings have no place in a mission.
We've learned that it doesn't work that way. And on the field, you need all the help you can get.
Jack, you're stuck with me whether you like it or not.
Rose.
You need someone to watch your back. But I have conditions that need to be met, Colonel.
What is it?
I'll perform my duties and save that mission data, but I'm aware that technically I'm not part of the mission control team. After all, I'm just a normal girl who's worried about Jack. But that means, Colonel, that I am not required to follow your orders outside of my immediate duties. Jack is not simply a field personnel for me to track.
They should already raise red flags in the story, really. Yeah, for sure.
And because of that,
She's annoying.
I will
I
be
agree.
monitoring and keeping a record of every
Got a
communication
jet. See you next
have
time.
with him,
Yeah,
Colonel.
sure.
Given the
Peace out. Thanks for
circumstances,
stopping
you're
in. I
free to
appreciate
do
it.
what you see fit.
Hey, I prefer this to being kept in the dark waiting.
Have a good
I'd like
night,
to make a
day,
request, if
whatever
I
it is.
may.
Of course.
His handle is Raiden. For the duration of the mission, could you call him that?
Yes, sir. All right, Raiden. Let me know when you're ready to turn in a save.
Soon.
The proprietary save frequency is 140.96. I just switched frequencies. Jack,
What?
do you know what day it is tomorrow?
April 30th.
It's a
Is there
Wednesday.
something special about it?
Isn't there?
I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Oh well, I'll keep trying till I hear the answer. I'm gonna let you go now, Jack. Take care.
He's kind of in the middle of something. Just saying. I like how the guards wake up like immediately. How nice of them.
under enemy fire! Secure the perimeter!
Locker it is. How do I look? Okay, it's R1. Don't really care that much though. That was quick. Probably could just stay behind the boxes. I don't know why I went all the way back. Probably a higher chance of me getting caught now.
Return to your positions. Stay sharp.
Oh. Did I just stay in there? I don't even remember. Probably. I probably just walked back and forth. Like a couple of dum-dums. Fair enough. I don't remember how to knock people out in this. I guess it's just punch. Ooh. Ooh. And go. Yo. Okay. I'm trying to get to this cutscene where he unsuits. Yeah. We'll save after this and we'll end stream here. I
The
think it's a good
terrorists
spot.
call themselves Sons of Liberty.
Sons of Liberty?
The name of their leader is Solid Snake.
The Solid Snake?
The hero of Shadow Moses? So that's why you changed my code name.
Right, but he can't be the Solid Snake. He died 2 years ago on that tanker after he blew it sky high.
Could he have survived?
Not a chance.
Sure about that? Wanna play some bets?
Colonel, I'm on the roof. There are no sentries, but it would only take one to spot me in this light.
You never had daylight VR training after all. Stay extra sharp until you can find a node to log in from.
Indeed.
What about the commandos?
SEAL Team 10 has landed on struts B and C.
And the president?
Seems he was spotted on strut B.
Strut B?
It's like his mission, he doesn't know anything. Bruh.
The big shell is comprised of shells 1 and 2. Each unit consists of a central core and 6 struts surrounding it.
So the whole thing is shaped like 2 hexagons connected end on end.
Exactly.
Kinda like
and
Mother
you're on
Base.
the roof of strut A, shell 1 at the moment. First, get to a node. Log into the network.
Got it.
Okay. Not right now, though. Let me grab whatever's here, though, while we're here. You can slip in the bird poop. Which is kind of funny. You can also be pooped on if you look up long enough. So stupid. There's so many like gross jokes in this game that like are so stupid, but get the M9 first. Why couldn't I just bring it with me? It's not like it's far. It's so stupid. This game is so dumb sometimes. Where even am I supposed to go? Am I stupid? Yes. Don't answer that. It's cool how you can see everything from like a distance, so like it's all rendered. I mean, it's probably not, you know, high quality like the rest of the game, but it is indeed rendered, which is cool. Okay, so I'm probably just gonna end stream here anyways, and we'll get back to this on the next one. And we'll start riding the story because it is fun. Anyways, let me go over here and change my stuff. Change my stuff. Okay, we'll be back next stream. Should be Sunday. And we'll go back to Metal Gear again. Probably gonna do Shining Force again tomorrow. Actually, I'm thinking. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. And if you have Twitch, please follow me on Twitch. Appreciate it very much. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.